And so we're going to go to fundamental butterfly gap sweep first, right? So most of the kettlebells, you've seen it. So it's going to work on like angle and underhook, okay? That's what we're looking for. So as we're in here like this, we're looking for like hand fight position. You need to always like, this is the first fight. So if I want to sit for an underhook here, it's very easy, just like stiff arm me and just block me here, okay? Just push my hand out of the way, or just like put my hand on my shoulder, just, you know, get rejected there pretty fast. So when you're in here in this position, we're going to hand fight all the time. I like to nearly like set up a fake arm drag here like that. When he pulls back, I can then go and get it, okay? Here like this. So that's what we're going to work today. So when I go like, even like, I don't go like 100% on the arm drag here like this. Even if I just go like 2-on-1, like we did last week when we were talking about pulling spider guards, even just 2-on-1 and try and pull him across, and when he sits back, sit in here. Okay? What I'm going to look for is the pants pocket around the backside. Okay, so I'm controlling this far here. I'm going to put around the sec and his elbow. Pay attention on this side. You notice my elbow is inside my knee. So my knee is on the outside. I'm never letting this fold across my body here like this. So any time that he goes to try and do that, he's going to be able to pass or go to my back. Okay. When my knee is on the outside like this and it's reinforced by my arm, it's very hard for me to do that. So even if I take my arm away even for a second, that can be a bit less of a firm position. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to find his pants as far around as I can. Hook the elbow here and close. So the key now is going to be over my shoulder. Here. Keep the elevator here like this. Close to the mat. Lift. And we're going to turn it into a knee cut today to start here. Okay? Just put that on the other side. So, 2-on-1. I try to pull him on when he sits back. I'm going to go get it. Just let's pay attention to the grip here. I'm going to look for the string of the pants here, really far around in his hip. Because when you go to do this sweep, you want to control his hip. Okay, it's not about just like throwing him over or anything like that. I need his hips to be mine, okay, in this position. Again, the elbow's on the inside of the knee. I'm going to catch here. I'm not going to try and like hold his sleeve or wrist or anything like that, because here we just get into like a hand fight. The two of us go. If I hold his elbow, life is much easier for me. And notice as well that my head is on the far side of the sweep. It's not over here, where he can like defend a little bit. So my head is down. My ear is to his chest here like this, like I'm listening to his heart. Okay, when we go to do the sweep, I'm going to think about falling towards his knee rather than falling backwards. So I'm going to go towards his knee here in a little ball. Okay? Once I get here, don't kick with your leg. You'll need to like extend your leg sometimes. The important thing is actually to put your toes on the mat of the opposite foot and lift to your hips. So I'm lifting my hips. Turn, take it to shin cut. So if we're talking about points position here now, he closes his quasi poor half guard here like this. I gain my 2 points. I look at the referee. I kick my foot free, and I pass the half guard for an extra 3 points. Okay. All right. Let's do that again. Each side. Ooh. We'll get it. Take time to get your deep grip. Close his elbow. Go to the side, not to your back. Going to my shoulder. Elevating on my foot. Okay, lifting my hips up off the mat. And then putting it here. Take your time. And take your pass. And actually, like the shin cut helps you like seal them in, stops them from scrambling. Sometimes they'll close their half guard when they feel your foot there. And what they don't realize is they're actually sealing in the sweep. Do you know what I mean? Oh, good. Let's give it a shot. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to just focus up, and when you go up, this is the real key here. You're going to be able to come up in the point of your shoulder and kind of do like almost like a quarter of a Granby roll. Not quite like going like tucking your head, but coming up pretty high so that you can get good elevation here. And it's going to really matter now, because when you come into this position now, try to sit back, shoot your underhook. I look at my angle, I get like good angle as I can, as good an angle as I can. I need to pummel for this, catch here. Someone's asking, what if they grab your leg here? If you grab my leg on this hand, yeah, it's almost like helpful. Okay, or even if he grabs the inside, just to make a grip here. Yeah, here. You can see it's almost like helpful. It takes this posting hand away, but let's not worry about that because what we really need to worry about is this posting foot. So that as I go to sweep, he pops up here. Now, if you're just trying to lift him with your leg, my left leg here like this is the end of the sweep. You're not going to get him anymore. But if you're using your toes to elevate, you see it, you can lift him quite far. So let's have a look again. So what I'm going to do is try to lift my hips off the mat. So rather than trying to kick them over my leg, which is strong, but not like super strong. Okay, it's not going to be able to elevate like a heavier partner. It's a bit lighter than Mason's. Maybe I could lift him through like momentum, but if he's pretty static, even like at like probably 20 kilos between us, I'm going to struggle to do that. So when I get underneath here, I don't think now about kicking him over. Instead, I think about he's on my hips and I'm lifting my hips up in the air. So when I go here, I go to my shoulder, he's hopping, he hops again. I don't mind so much as long as I stay with him. Now, when you're a beginner, you let this knee drift across sometimes when you're doing this technique. If that happens, you're in trouble. So I'll just show without like kind of maybe the context. What I mean by that is, hop up there, Ryan. Go. Now you'll try and do this. So just put it to your back. So this is why we have really good contact on his back for this. It's because when we do, we control his hips and we keep our elbow inside our knee to kind of reinforce that. Okay, that slips outside, that's when that happens there, okay? Does that make sense to everybody before we move on? Okay, so I want your partner to defend by hopping, and you're gonna come up. Really focus on just staying like here. It's really helpful to be able to do that, yeah? Good, let's go. 3, 2, 1. So very often when I'm here, I can't get inside. He's too difficult to use his hands. It's too much of a good defense, good shield here to try and stop me, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like an alternate control. I'm going to take the near side collar, the mirror grip, okay? So I'm not crossing over to here. I want like his far shoulder here like this. And I want to kind of bait him to kind of come in and like try and smash me. So a lot of his passes depend on him like coming forward here. You're getting into like this position. So you're going to find your partner coming forward quite a lot anyway. If they are sitting up, this will still work. You just need to play a bit more cat and mouse with them because they're sitting up here and they're just kind of doing nothing and just hand fighting you. And you're still just gonna have to pull them onto you here like this. This will still work, it's just a different setup. But as I'm here, he wants to come down, bring his pressure down. I'm gonna always have this. Look, that's what I'm looking for there, right? As I do this sweep. Again, what I'm gonna focus on when you do this is that you don't fall back, that you go to your side. And I'm almost gonna think the side that I'm going to, it's my right foot in this case. I was gonna think about it. Stamping the mat when I do it. So as he pushes on now, okay. So again, slow.
Oh, am I hopping?
No, you're not hopping. You're fine. All right. So the idea here is that he doesn't have time to hop. He doesn't have time to adjust. Okay. So I'm here. I pull him on. Bring this inside. I'm going to think about like pumping the mat with my instep of my toes of my other foot. And from here, you can continue to the far side rather than thinking about the shin cut. And the reason that's a good idea this time is because I don't have the underhook on this side. Okay, so there's 2 dangers of going here with the underhook on. Like if I come all the way over from like on the last sweep, that potentially traps this arm, and then just continue to roll. Okay, come up, come back in. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? I'll show that one more time. So this is the last sweep. Okay, I've got this arm trapped. So when I sweep over here and I try to go to the mount now, my arm is trapped. So if he bridges again, I'm not going to be able to stop it. So that was why we cut to the near side when we did that. So that danger is eliminated. So we can get more like quarter mount position now because we have this. But also, it becomes dangerous to stay on that side now because he's going to use that underhook. If I don't have this underhook, when I sweep him here like this, he's got this underhook and he's going to start to come to my back. Okay, so I want to try and get my knee across to the other side this time. All right, is that clear enough? Okay, let's look at it again. So now, push pull. Either he comes forward and I catch it here and I go, Or he's decided he's going to sit, pushing, pulling. Okay, I'm going to set her. So just remember, guys, not the crossover grip. You want this shoulder, almost a bit like some of the judo throws that we do. Almost giving him the left hook to the face while we're doing it. We want to kind of push his head, okay, as opposed to just kind of gently caressing him over to the match. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.